Liam was a force of nature. He lived for soccer, and it was his greatest passion. Every day after school, he'd race to the park, his worn-out soccer ball tucked under his arm, eager to play. His laughter echoed across the field as he dribbled past his friends, his joy evident in every move. He played with such passion, such joy, that it was impossible not to be drawn in by his enthusiasm. His energy was infectious, drawing in everyone around him, making the game more exciting for all. Liam had a smile that could light up a room, a smile that made everyone feel welcome. He saw the good in everything and everyone, always finding a reason to be happy. His optimism was a beacon of light, even on the cloudiest days, bringing hope to those around him. He was the kind of kid who made you believe in the impossible, with dreams as big as the sky. His parents, Sarah and David, cherished every moment with him, watching him grow and thrive. They saw the world through his eyes, a world full of wonder and adventure, where anything was possible. They instilled in him the values of kindness, empathy, and perseverance, teaching him to be a good person. Little did they know how important those values would become, shaping his future in ways they could never imagine. One day, Liam's boundless energy seemed to vanish, almost as if overnight. He was constantly tired, his usual exuberance replaced with a quiet fatigue that worried everyone around him. At first, they thought it was just a cold or the flu, something that would pass with time and rest. But when his fatigue lingered for weeks, Sarah and David knew something was seriously wrong. The doctor's visit started like any other, with routine questions and a physical examination. Liam sat patiently, his leg bouncing nervously, sensing the gravity of the situation. But as the doctor spoke, the color drained from Sarah's face, her worst fears coming true. The word leukemia hung heavy in the air, shattering their perfect world into pieces. The news hit Liam hard, like a weight he couldn't lift. He didn't understand the complexities of the disease, but he understood one thing. He was sick, and it was serious. Fear flickered in his eyes, a fear he'd never known before, a fear that gripped his young heart. But even in the face of this terrifying new reality, Liam's spirit refused to be extinguished, showing a bravery beyond his years. The hospital became Liam's new field, a place where he would fight his toughest battles. The nurses and doctors, his new teammates, were always by his side, offering support and care. He faced chemotherapy with the same determination he brought to the soccer field, never backing down. He refused to let the treatments break his spirit, always maintaining a hopeful outlook. He started a journal, filling it with inspiring quotes and stories of courage, documenting his journey. He would read them aloud, his voice a source of strength for himself and everyone within earshot, spreading hope. Even the darkest nights will end and the sun will rise, he'd say, quoting Victor Hugo, believing in a brighter future. His words, spoken with such conviction, resonated deeply, touching the hearts of everyone who heard them. Nurses would pause in the hallway, listening to his voice, drawing strength from his unwavering optimism and courage. Liam's optimism was contagious. He befriended the other children battling their own illnesses. He'd tell them stories, share his journal entries, and remind them that they were not alone in their fight. He became a beacon of hope in the sterile hospital environment. His story spread beyond the hospital walls. People in his community rallied around him, organizing fundraisers and sending messages of support. Liam's fight had become their fight. And then a miracle happened. Liam went into remission. The news spread like wildfire, filling the hospital with a collective sigh of relief and tears of joy. Liam's battle had been won.